Vážení priatelia, pekne vás pozdravujem už z takmer nočného Pekingu. Oslavy
Dear
80.
friends,
výročia
warm
ukončenia
greetings to you from an almost nighttime Beijing. The celebrations of the 80th anniversary of the end of the Second World War and the defeat of fascism culminated today in Beijing with a military parade. Some may interpret it as a demonstration of China's military power, but it must be seen in the context of the serious statements made by Chinese President Xi Jinping. The Chinese president made it very clear that the world now faces a choice between peace or war, and that China has the will to play a decisive role in shaping a new peaceful world order. In any case, it is undeniable that not even the most intelligent critics of China can overlook the multifaceted progress China has achieved. I again express my regret that the top representatives of EU member states were absent from such a global event, if they believed that by doing so they could bring China's commemoration of victory in World War II into isolation. They miscalculated badly because if anyone appeared isolated today, it was the European Union. What remains valid is this. As the Prime Minister of a sovereign state, no one will dictate to me where I can or cannot travel. My visit to Beijing lasts only from Tuesday noon until tomorrow afternoon, essentially 2 days. But I am doing everything in my power to make the most of the presence of heads of state from dozens of countries around the world. After yesterday's serious talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin, which I will certainly touch upon during Friday's meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, today I first had informal discussions with about 10 presidents. Either I was revisiting topics from past visits, or we arranged quick stand-up conversations about joint activities. For example, we only recently sent a new Slovak ambassador, Mr. Josef Migash, to Belarus. Therefore, together with Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko, we very informally agreed that a joint meeting would be appropriate since we significantly underestimate the potential of economic cooperation. Officially today, I held talks with the Vietnamese President Truong Tan Song, the head of a country with nearly 100 million citizens. We focused on preparations for my official visit to Vietnam. We have no open political disputes, which allows us to concentrate fully on mutually beneficial cooperation. Even small details help, such as Vietnam's decision this year to abolish visa requirements for Slovak citizens for stays not exceeding 45 days, or the Slovak government's decision to recognize the Vietnamese community in Slovakia as an official national minority. My second official meeting today was with my friend Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić. We went through a wide range of themes, from trade exchange to the Expo exhibition in Serbia, to the international situation in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the interference of foreign powers in the internal politics of both Slovakia and Serbia. I am pleased that our personal friendship contributes positively to cooperation between Serbia and Slovakia. Tomorrow, in addition to various protocol obligations at our embassy connected to the national holidays, the Slovak National Uprising Day and the Constitution Day, I will have an especially important official meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping, and later, just before departing for Slovakia, with China's Vice President Han Zheng. I will inform you tomorrow about the content and process of these meetings. As is already well known, from Beijing tomorrow, on Thursday, I will fly directly to Košice, where I will arrive early Friday morning, to then move on to talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and Ukrainian Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko. It is, and will continue to be, a few exceptionally interesting and demanding days. Wishing you a pleasant evening